You are not leaving this chapter because you're inspired. You're leaving this chapter because you're tired of carrying it. You said enough, not in an angry way, not even in a sad way. It's more of a, I'm clear that I have had enough of this. It's very grounded, it's very stable, it's very rooted. You're tired of the same cycles, you're tired of the same lessons, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're done, you've had enough. So this is asking you for a moment of truth, being real with yourself, but not just with yourself, but with others involved, with whatever the situation is. It is asking you to be vocal, to speak your truth, to advocate for yourself, to no longer hold back. And maybe you have been holding back because you don't want to confront anything. You just want to stay in your own lane. You don't want chaos. You have been trusting, right, that things are working in your favor, that there is going to be some type of change and some type of move. But now you're like, but why isn't the change and the move happening? I don't understand. But you're realizing that you have to become clear with yourself, that you have to speak the truth, that you have to stop pretending like something's okay when it isn't. So you're tired of pretending that something's okay when it isn't. You're tired of rationalizing it. You're tired of, trying to make it work. And you're also tired of minimizing what you're actually going through, what you're actually experiencing for the sake of, oh, it's going to be fine. I'm just going to stay focused. I'm going to stay present. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to, focus on the best and the positive and what I really want instead of focusing on this. This is the thing. You have done a lot of healing. You have done a lot of work. Realizing, acknowledging, facing, and confronting what isn't working does not set you back. It doesn't keep you stuck in that cycle. It actually sets you free. It actually moves you forward. And of course, you're frustrated. There's a lot of frustration as well. And it could be frustrated with yourself, but also frustrated with whatever this environment is, whatever the situation is, right? You're frustrated at the lack of consistency. You're frustrated with the lack of reciprocation. You're frustrated with the lack of all of the above, whatever it is. There's frustration as well, right? But then you come back to the moment of enough is enough from a very grounded place after you allow the frustration to be released. But this is where you're guided to then act on this, right? Because then what happens is you get frustrated, you get angry, then you say enough is enough in a grounded place, but then you go back to the frustration and anger, and then you go back to the cycle and calm yourself and ground yourself. But you're in that loop, but you're not acting to make sure that you break out of this loop. You're not taking an action, intentional, intuitive action to break out of this loop. Of course, facing the fact that you're done with something can be uncomfortable. You can acknowledge it, right? You can think about this. This is something that you could feel, but facing it requires you facing it. It requires those hard conversations. It requires for you sometimes to be a bit cold. And maybe this is what you're being asked to do. Be cold. And not in a harsh way, not in a, mean kind of way, not in an aggressive kind of way, more in a, you see things clearly. You see it clearly, you feel it clearly. So why not speak up about it? Why not advocate for yourself? You've reached the breaking point. You don't need to feel inspired or motivated right now to make this decision. You being tired, you being exhausted, you not wanting to carry this weight is enough reason. It's enough reason to walk away from something. It's enough reason to choose yourself, to detach, to disconnect. All right? It's like this is be true to yourself right now. Trust yourself. Trust that you can make the right decision. Trust that you can have the right conversation. Trust that you are able to move forward, that you are not stuck, that you are not helpless, right? That things can work out for you, but you got to make sure that you choose you, that you advocate for you, that you speak up for you, that you are honest with yourself. You're honest with yourself and what you want. And you don't even have to have the bigger picture of what you want. Right now, you're 100% clear about what you don't want. And honestly, that's enough. That's enough to build the momentum. That's enough to move you forward.